If you've ever felt like you're working non-stop and still can't get ahead, I want you to hear this. The hardest money problem isn't how to get rich, it's how to stop getting pulled back into broke mode. Picture this. You're on payday. You finally breathe for a second. Then bills hit. Something breaks, prices go up, and suddenly you're right back where you started. That's not just bad luck. That's a pattern. And once you see the pattern, you can start breaking it. Think of poverty like gravity, not as an insult, like a real force. You can push against it, but if you don't build enough momentum, it pulls you right back down. Imagine a person trying to climb out of a deep hole, hands on the wall, shoes slipping, dirt falling. They climb halfway. Then the wall crumbles, they slide down, and they end up even more tired. That's exactly how it feels when you're living close to the edge. One car repair, one urgent doctor visit, one rent increase notice, one cut in work hours, and you're back to zero, sometimes negative. And the worst part is the emotional hit, because now you're discouraged. You're exhausted, and you start thinking, why even try? But I'm telling you, there is a way out, and it's not magic. It's a step-by-step escape plan. I'm going to walk you through 5 loops that keep people stuck, and for each one, I'll show the simplest move to weaken it. Loop 1 is the always behind loop. Imagine someone opening their banking app with a worried face, scrolling payments, seeing the balance drop fast. When money is tight, every surprise becomes a crisis. You don't choose the best option, you choose the fastest option. You buy the smallest pack at the store because that's what you can afford today, even if it costs more per item. You buy the cheaper shoes because that's what you can pay today, even if they fall apart next month. You postpone a checkup because you can't afford it today. Then later, you pay a bigger bill. You pay late fees. You pay overdraft fees. You pay higher interest. It's like the world charges you extra for not having extra. That's why people say, it's expensive to be broke, because it's true. Now here's the fix to loop 1, and it sounds boring, but it's powerful. Build a tiny buffer. Not get rich, not buy a house, not invest like a pro, just a buffer. Picture a separate savings account labeled emergency only. Start with $500. If $500 feels huge, start with $100. If $100 feels huge, start with $10. The amount matters less than the habit, because that buffer changes your life. When your tire goes flat, it becomes annoying, not catastrophic. When your phone breaks, it becomes inconvenient, not a full-on panic attack. With a buffer, you stop reacting like everything is a fire. You start managing problems instead of being crushed by them. That buffer buys you something more valuable than gadgets. It buys you mental space. It helps you sleep. It helps you think. Loop 2 is the quick relief loop. Picture someone stressed after work, sitting on the couch, scrolling online, shopping, seeing a sale, clicking buy now, or walking into a store and grabbing something shiny. Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. When life feels heavy, spending can feel like medicine. A new item gives you a quick mood boost. Eating out gives you a quick reward. Upgrading something gives you a quick feeling of control. But the problem is, the relief fades fast, and the bill stays. The happiness lasts minutes. The payment lasts months. That's the trap. So here's the fix to loop 2. You need a temporary reset period. Picture a calendar with the next 60 days circled. For those 60 days, you don't buy extras. You don't do random shopping. You don't chase small dopamine hits with your card. You don't need to become a robot forever, you just need a reset long enough to change your habits. Cancel one subscription. Cook at home more often. Bring coffee from home. Walk instead of rideshare when you can. Delete shopping apps from your phone. Unsubscribe from promo emails. And here's the key. Replace the spend to feel better. Habit with something else that gives relief without debt. Go for a walk. Do a quick workout, journal for 5 minutes. Call a friend. Take a shower. Clean your room. Do anything that resets your stress without charging your future. After a few weeks, something weird happens. You start liking the feeling of control. Watching your savings grow becomes the new reward. And that's a stronger reward than shopping because it gives you peace, not just a moment. Loop 3 is the more hours loop. Picture a tired person checking their schedule, picking up extra shifts, working late, then waking up exhausted. Most people are taught, if you want more money, work more hours. And yes, sometimes you must. But here's the ceiling. You only have 24 hours in a day. Your body has limits. You can't grind forever without breaking something: health, relationships, energy. Meanwhile, prices keep rising. Groceries cost more. Gas costs more. Rent costs more. So you end up feeling like you're running uphill on a moving treadmill. You work harder, and it still feels like you're losing. That's not weakness. That's math. So here's the fix to loop 3. Stop thinking only in hours. Start thinking in value. Picture someone spending 30 minutes a day learning a skill on a laptop instead of scrolling. The goal is to build a skill that makes you harder to replace. If you can do one thing that many people can do, you get paid like many people. If you can do 2 or 3 useful skills together, you become rare. For example, someone who knows a trade plus sales can become a contractor who wins better jobs. Someone who knows writing plus marketing can help businesses sell and get paid more. Someone who knows video editing plus finance can build content that earns. You don't have to be the best in the world. You just have to become rare in your lane. Make a simple plan. One skill, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, for 90 days. Practice. Build small proofs, small projects, small results. That's how you slowly detach your income from pure time. Loop 4 is the people around you loop. Picture a group of friends laughing, ordering expensive stuff, and when someone says, "I'm saving money," they tease them. This is real. Your environment shapes your habits. If the people around you spend everything, that becomes normal. If the people around you complain non-stop, that becomes normal. If the people around you hate learning, saving, ambition, then change feels lonely. And when you start improving, you might hear lines like, "Relax. Why are you acting different? You think you're better than us." Sometimes it's jokes. Sometimes it's guilt. Sometimes it's pressure to join expensive plans. That's social gravity. So here's the fix to Loop 4, boundaries and better inputs. You don't have to disrespect anyone. You just have to protect your mind. Spend less time in draining conversations. Say no to plans that destroy your budget. And add stronger voices into your day. Books, podcasts, interviews, mentors, online. You can borrow a better mindset without changing your entire life overnight. If you listen to builders long enough, your standards rise. Your language changes. Your habits change. That's how you escape the gravity of your zip code by building a new mental neighborhood. Loop 5 is the most powerful. The interest loop. Picture to people. One person has credit card debt, and every month the balance grows even when they don't buy anything. The other person has savings and investments, and every month the account grows even when they do nothing. Same clock. Opposite direction. That's the difference between paying interest and earning interest. When you're stuck, interest works against you. When you're building, interest works for you. So the goal is to cross that line. Here's the simple plan in 3 phases. First, stabilize. Cut expenses, build your small buffer, and attack high-interest debt as fast as you can because high interest is like a leak in your boat. Second, accumulate. Start investing small and consistent something automatic every week, even if it's tiny. A simple low-cost index fund, steady contributions. Ignore the hype, ignore the noise. Third, freedom. Over time, your assets grow to the point where life stops feeling like constant survival and starts feeling like choices. You don't need to become a millionaire to feel free. You need enough cushion and growth to stop panicking at every surprise. Now zoom out. The trap isn't one thing. It's a loop system. No buffer means every surprise becomes debt. Debt means more stress. Stress triggers relief spending. Relief spending means less savings. Less savings means more vulnerability. And around it goes. The escape isn't one giant leap, it's breaking the loops one by one. Build a buffer so problems don't reset your life. Do a short reset so spending stops being your stress medicine. Build a skill so your income can grow without destroying you. Protect your mind so your environment doesn't pull you back. Cross the line into assets so money starts working for you. And if you're overwhelmed, do this. Pick one action today. Open a separate savings account and put something in it, even $10. Cancel one subscription right now. Write down your biggest 3 expenses and cut one by 10%. Choose one skill and practice for 30 minutes. Small moves, repeated, create momentum. And momentum is what finally breaks gravity. If you stay consistent long enough, you reach that point where a problem doesn't knock you to zero anymore, and that's the real beginning of freedom.